Let's talk. No matter who you are, guys, society and people will always try to change you. But you have to trust your own instincts. Because I just remember myself growing up, there were so many activities that I like to do, but people constantly keep telling me no. There were so many things that I want to pursue. There were so many businesses that I want to start. But people say, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do that? I remember graduating high school, my first year of college after COVID-19 hit. I left school, but people looked at me like I'm crazy because something in my gut feeling just tell me no. And ever since growing up, when I was in primary school, high school, I always did not fit into this system of just doing the same thing in school, of just studying in school. For me, it was like rocket science, mad everything for me. I was just that average student trying to just belong in a place that did not accept me for who I am. And I'll always find joy educating myself, learning from people, learning from my environment, learning from my friends, learning from everything that I want to learn. I seek that knowledge and I gain more, and I'm so passionate about learning. And how come I'm a dumb student in school, but outside of school, I find joy, I find happiness, I can express myself fully. And I knew that there's something. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, let them talk. No matter what you do, let people talk. People will always laugh at you, people will always try to manipulate you, people will always try to act like you are doing the wrong thing. But in this life, you have to trust yourself. You have to follow your gut feelings. There's just this calling. I just realized everybody has this calling. Like what we are searching for really is inside of us. No matter what, whoever bring this idea, let me, for example, the idea of being in a relationship, the idea of going to school, the idea of having a PhD, the idea of following the conventional path. For me, that's too crowded. We have to take another route. So many people are not doing what they are called to do, what is in their gut feeling, because they are living for other people. And for me, it's just tiring. A lot of people try to fit into a system that don't support them, that don't support their goals. It's always like rushing. This culture of rushing is not a culture that accepts you for who you are. You make mistake. It's a culture of comparison. My experience in America so far, coming here, I've seen everybody trying to rush to do something. Oh, when should we get here? We have to graduate in high school by this time. You have to do this by this time. You have to get married by this time. You have to have a child by this time. And for so long, I was fitting into that system. I remember there was one girl I was talking to back home, I think Valentine Rich, and she was like, oh, a man has to provide for his future wife or his girl. And I did give her some money for Valentine's, but she posts her family, she posts her friends, she posts the meal that she went there and enjoyed herself. She didn't even say thank you and post me. I was like, okay, so what is happening here? And then she went and told me, I didn't know you wanted to be post. Okay, for me, that was a red flag. Because at this point, like, we just follow things that is a status quo or your manners. Who says that? Who says we have to be in work by this time? It's like we're always rushing. So many times, some people always compare you, especially when your family members compare you with other people's family. What is the comparison for? They will say this person come to this country, this person build this person's house, this person do this, and look at you. Why are we comparing ourselves with each other? Comparison is a thief of joy. When you compare, it means, for me, I just conclude when anybody tells you you have to do something by this time or you have to be doing this, I feel like it's just portraying their inner person. It's just portraying what they want you to be for them. It's not what they want you to be for you. Because someone who truly loves you and want you to be yourself will actually encourage you to chase whatever dreams and whatever goals that you choose to chase. Just accepting that that is what life comes with. Life comes with a lot of uncertainties. You can plan the best, you can have the best life, you can choose not to smoke, you can choose not to drink, you can choose to plan your life the best that you can, but still nothing is guaranteed at the end. You can choose to have a beautiful wife, a beautiful family, but then at the end of the day, it ends in separation. So we have to just take life in the present. We live life today. We don't live life in the future. We can plan for the future, but today is the day that we live life. Today is the day that we appreciate the moment. Today is the day that we drive and we stop and we breathe. We actually go out and say, you know what? Let me let me be relaxed. So this conversation can be a little slowly. We rush too much. I just think that when we're in this culture of rushing, we don't appreciate each other. Because we always want to do something. We always want to get to a destination. And then what when we get to that destination? We feel meaningless, we feel tired, and then guess what? We crash. It's like when we're driving. Have you ever drove? When you drive a car, you use Google Maps, there's this red light. It means this red line. When the line becomes red, it means there's traffic. And in traffic, you have to be very careful because you are driving very close to people. But when you just take time, when it's green, there's no traffic, you feel relaxed, you are driving your car, you can actually say, you know what, let's go and stop in this destination. That's why I like to walk, because walking means no matter what, you can actually slow things down. People driving all the time. Some people don't even get the vitamin from the sun anymore because they just drive to work, go inside of work, go and work and come back. The cycle repeats. Before you know it, what are you working for? Some people say, oh, I've been in college for so long. It's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm never serious. What is serious to you? And who are you comparing me with? If you are saying I'm never serious, like how do you define seriousness? How do we define this rushing culture? This, when do you want to get here? We don't appreciate the people for themselves. We see them as robots. That's why I don't accept anything that classifies me, that grades me, that puts me in a certain class. Oh, you make this amount of money, now you have to start making this amount. That's why people who go to school, they always stress and compare themselves with each other. You have to get a degree, an accounting degree. Next thing you know, they say you have to be a CPA, because what, you need to, maybe with an accountant you can only make 60K. Maybe a CPA makes six figures. Now you have to stress yourself and go and get this degree to prove that you are a CPA. So other people can look at you and say, yes, you are a CPA, congratulations. Who are you doing that for? We focus on so much on the amount of money that we make, but we don't even know how to use that money. I'll say it over and over also, it's not about really the amount of money that you make. Because if you are living in America, we are spending all of this money with bills. And especially when you don't know how to manage your money. And the second point is, somebody living with less can be way happier than somebody who is stressful, working their ass every single day, hours and hours of work just to make that money. No matter who you are, people will always try to change you. But you have to trust your instincts. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to just exist. Because, bro, I'm not gonna lie, so many times we just rushing things.